All right, great. Welcome to Brownells. And, it's great to see so many fellow Iowa gun owners actively standing up for our rights out there, for individual rights. I want to thank you for your dedication to values that kind of unite us. The Second Amendment values, value of freedom and self-reliance, that unites us more than anything else. These values also include hard work, commitment, service to our country and fellow man and woman. That endless belief in free America, where we can all pursue that American dream. Just last week, I was down in Springfield, Missouri at Bass Pro with Johnny Morris and one of his best friends, Richard Childress, NASCAR legend. Shared some time with those guys. You're a NASCAR fan? You share some time with these guys, you start to realize that these men have amazing stories. They've accomplished many feats. They accomplished the American dream. And you can accomplish that here in the Midwest better than I think you can anyplace else. Johnny started out selling fishing tackle out of the back of his dad's liquor stores in Springfield, Missouri. Richard started selling Coca-Cola and peanuts at racetracks around the country. Back when he started, he had a dream. They both had dreams, American dream. Work hard, stick to your dedication, maybe something good will come of it. Neither one of them were born rich. They weren't, especially Richard out of a trailer. They endured struggles, they endured hardships, but they never lost their passion. A very critical lesson here. Only in America where a kid can dream of becoming the king of fishing, or imagine himself a NASCAR legend. And those dreams come true only in America. Very rare to find that in other places. But right here in America. It takes hard work. It takes faith. It takes perseverance. Values of the Midwest. These are the binding values that you find behind everybody who strongly believes in the Constitution, specifically in the Second Amendment. Now, I'm proud to serve as president of the NRA, an organization made up of more than 5 million men and women who never back down from a fight to keep America free. We never shy away from the hard work that it takes to be free. And we still believe in that American dream. Together we strive to preserve a country where a gas station manager can teach himself to be a gunsmith and go on to found the world's largest supplier of firearms and accessories and gunsmiths. That's my grandpa back in 1939. American dream. Work hard, perseverance, follow your passion. Just like a small-town daughter of a John Deere tractor factory worker, without the benefit of a college education, can work her way across private and public sectors and find herself serving as the first female governor of the great state of Iowa, Kim Reynolds. Great American. We're very fortunate to have Kim as our governor. She knows firsthand what hard work is about. She knows what personal responsibility is about. She knows the values that bind us together, and she's working every day to make sure we understand that and our government lives by that. Thank you very much, Kim. She's an authentic part of the American dream. We hold dear a place where each individual is given the opportunity to achieve great things, regardless of background. That's what we stand for. Her success has not only come through hard work, but also her faithful commitment to service. Yet another value that all of us hold very dear here in the Midwest. Not only today is about celebrating our Second Amendment rights, it's about celebrating service. Service to our country, service to our friends, service to our families, service to our fellow Iowans. There are a few people out here in the crowd today. I'll tell a little story about them. I'd like to address a small example. The Gibson girls, right over here. Come on up front of the stage, would you please? Ladies and gentlemen, the Gibsons from Osceola, Iowa. Nathan, his wife is right here. Laura, raising an incredible family. They are living the American dream. We have with their children, Meredith, age 14, Natalie, age 11, Hunter, right down here, age 7. They're a family of sportsmen and sportswomen. They bind the values that we bind close to us. They're a family committed to hard work and service. All point specifically to the actions of a young Meredith and Natalie. After being asked to leave a gun range more than 4 years ago where Natalie and Nathan were shooting, the Gibsons learned of an antiquated law in Iowa prohibiting children under the age of 14 from shooting handguns, even when supervised by their parents or instructor. It was at this point they decided to step up. These two girls did, at a young age. They decided to serve Iowans, not just themselves. Since they were ages 10 and 7, Meredith and Natalie went to work, doing everything they could to change the law. Because of their tireless effort, lobbyists, lobbying legislators, writing letters, hotboxing the Senate, the lead senators over there, they worked alongside with Iowa Firearms Coalition, the NRA. These two fighters won an incredible victory just a few months ago, a victory fought over 4 tough years and countless hours. The Iowa legislation, thanks to people like Representative Matt Winchell, seated in the front row here, even arranged for the bill to be signed immediately upon the governor's signature. That's a special request, doesn't happen much. Nearing the age, so Meredith could go shoot her pistol because she was getting close to 14 and she wanted to bear the fruits of her labor and shoot her pistol first time legally in the state of Iowa. And for that, the Gibson family deserves a heartfelt round of applause. I invited the NRA to celebrate the efforts that they did, and they showed up at the ILA, which is the lobbying arm of NRA, and usually there's an auction. They showed up in their Sunday best, cute girls, young back then, with their father, and we were bidding on pistols, knowing that one day these girls would either age out or we'd pass a law. Today, what we have right here, in honor of this, 2 custom pistols from Iowa's own Les Bear, 38 Super Pistols, so you could go out and compete. These are competition pistols. I'll give them to your dad so at the appropriate time you can supervise them as they shoot in Iowa. Learn something from the Gibson family, specifically from these Gibson girls. There's an activist in each one of us. To stand silent at the side and watch life go by is not an option for people who share our values. There's an activist in each one of you. Get out there and do it. Stand up for what you believe in every moment and see what happens. You may even get a pistol. You know, while we're honoring a few for their service, these 2 girls for their service, I have someone else to thank. Without this legislative champion of the Second Amendment in Iowa, important wins like the age restriction bill, shall issue, suppressors, SBRs, stand your ground, permit privacy, countless others we wouldn't have over the last decade. So these simply wouldn't have happened unless we had a champion. And that champion, Representative Matt Winchell. He's been the front man in the legislature on pro-Second Amendment issues from his first stage in the House. A fellow gunsmith, fellow education in Colorado School of Trades. He knows this issue. Matt, can you join me up on stage, would you please? We owe him a debt of gratitude. Your commitment to fundraising or furthering Iowa's, you also fundraise. I've seen the end of that request. Your commitment to further Iowans' right to keep and bear arms has been recognized nationally by the NRA. we have an award that we give to very, very few people across the nation. It's because of your tireless effort, the NRA has selected you, really one of very few, less than a handful, nationally, we choose each year, to receive the NRA's Defender of Freedom Award. So, the largest bill that Iowa's ever seen, and proves as a standard for Iowa, like Barry said earlier, proves a standard for the national level of what each state can do and should do to protect their citizens' rights. Thank you very much. You know, the Gibson family and Representative Winchittle have shown great courage in their service to fellow Iowans. But I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about service to our beloved country. Sitting right here in our front row, two gentlemen. One who served this country in uniform, just as thousands of others have. But these two gentlemen rose in notoriety as a result of their heroic and selfless service. Matt Urine, right here, known as a FedEx guy. Just up front. He made national headlines as he sprang into action to save the American flag and what it stood for from being burned in protest. You'll hear his story of local activism later on. It's a fantastic story of courage. Even when he had I don't think it went through your mind at that moment, but the career might have been on the line when he made that move, but he thought of country and patriots first. And John Teague, your keynote speaker today, saved lives with showing an unimaginable courage under fire in Benghazi. His story is an amazing example of perseverance and dedication. You'll hear that. That's what we came to hear. While the media tries to make us believe that America is headed down a wrong and terrible road, it's reassuring that we are gathered here today amongst patriots, against heroes, local activists, sharing those binding values, to celebrate the values that are really important to us, to make America great again. I'll steal that line. And keep America free. I want to thank each and one of you for being here today, for our incredible lineup of speakers, and for the Iowa Firearms Coalition for putting on this fantastic celebration. Thank you very much for bringing us all together. Thank you, guys.